bit of colour into this as well. I've just been down for a look at the starting line, and they actually line up on the lawn, which I think is a good idea. Because rather than just playing grey asphalt, I might do them actually on the grass.
And that's his own car, which he rides to work every day. And he'll demonstrate the car to you as Bill Norman in the goes through. Actually, it's going to be interesting. Ken Freeburn.
There's a beautiful old grandstand down on the side of the track. I wanted to put that in the background here. That's what this structure is over here. So I might just rough that in now.
John, you always relaxed and keep active. You still go to your business where I'm not sure how much work you do there, but you certainly go in a number of days a week. Any thoughts of getting out and tooling around in events like this?
It's still a little bit dark. I need to bring some reflective light into there to liven that up a little. A little bit of blue violet.
Except that here, you someone who drives for free and Alan often charges.
Art Spectrum olive green to rough in my trees.
At the meeting on behalf of all
Very nice natural green. Some of the greens you get are very kind of vivid and don't look natural, but olive green is very unique colour.
the entertainment you gave us on the track and the way you look after yourself now. It's a great incentive for people who are heading towards your age.
I'm mixing a bit of blue with my olive green because the trees are quite a way back in the distance. I don't want to overdo these trees. The more of the beautiful blue mountains I show in the distance, the better. Just need a little bit of trees back there. There's some big gum trees in there as well, but I'm not going to worry about those. I'll leave them out completely. I like to use cerulean blue on my mountains, but I left it at home, so I'll be using cobalt blue instead.
Why don't you just jog back and get it, mate?
It's a bit of a trial today. It'll be okay. I can always add a bit of cerulean later when I get back home. Now, Mount Warning is probably going to go about here. I need to put it near the centre of the painting, not too far to the edge, because when the picture goes on the catalogue, they usually just like to get the centre part of it. So I'll put Mount Warning.
So why do they call it Mount Warning?
It was named by Captain Cook because I think of the dangerous reefs just off of the coast here. Here we've got, this is Numinbah Range back here. When you're working in with nice blue around your green trees, you have to be careful and wipe the green off your brush whenever you touch the wet green paint. Otherwise you end up with a green cloud spreading up through your sky.
That's where the spaceship is.
Toxic green cloud. That's roughly what it looks like. And
there's a beautiful mountain.
now I will just fill in the bottom of my sky. See how easy it is once I've roughly put my mountain shapes in there to just adjust the shape of the
As I said, ladies and gentlemen, that was Darren Robb in the
just by painting
21, the 2007 Group A Special. Fairly lusty 1300cc engine in the back of that.
Sort of look at those colours, and you know, they're so light. They're such light blues, really, aren't they? But it's so effective because if you generally look at it with your eyes, it seems a lot.
I'm starting out just working with kind of a blue-grey for the basic metal, and then I'll put some little glints of pure white in there. There's a highlight of the light glinting off the metal.
Right through the car of the Wang. It's a great race, and if you've never been there, go and see a motor race with great history, pedigree that stays thoroughly modern.
This is where I want the contrast in the painting to be the strongest, and these parts of the car that are closest. So I have almost black and white. That really brings that forward. It makes it look like it's coming out of the painting towards the viewer. This is where I need a really steady hand. Try to get these curves exactly right.
So what do they say? Don't drink and drive?
Yeah.
Don't drink and paint.
The actual driver of the car was just looking. Oh, here he is. I was just going to say. Yeah, well, the driver of the car's just arrived. He's got a nice bushy beard there, so I'm going to paint the keep it authentic. I have to have the right driver driving it. I'm going to paint the beard on the driver on the painting, so I've got my model sitting right here. I can't go wrong.
That's how we get here, and that's how we and the number of people coming.
How's that? I was pretty spot on with the sunglasses. I got that right.
The paddock area too. So
I love painting rubber tyres. Don't know why.
You're a weirdo.
Yeah. Think for rubber.
Plenty of reasons.
Coming together.
Beautiful looking motor car.
Good on you. Thanks. Good to meet you.
Thank you very much, Jack.
Thank you. I just made it nice and light behind the little boy's face there, so it stands forward. Whenever you want something to stand out, you've got to build up the contrast in that spot. So if I had a similar colour and tone behind that face, it wouldn't jump forward. So I've got to have something white in behind there. I don't know what it will be yet. Probably maybe a latest dress.
Okay, Rob. Well, we're back in your studio again. That was amazing down at Speed on Tweed, wasn't it?
It was fabulous.
Yeah, and obviously
really
Sir Jack Brabham coming up was pretty cool, wasn't it?
That was an honour to meet him.
Yep.
It's really just putting in final details now. I've got a little bit to do here. To finish off this wheel, I've got to put the numbers and lettering on the car, the number plate and the number. A little bit of detail more in the front of this car. And a little bit more on this grandstand in the background. A little bit more back here on the tent.
Yeah.
The main job I've got to do, which will take me a fair while, is the logo of Speed on Tweed. It's really important I have that.
Sure.
I'll just do a little bit, just tidying up the edge. You see, I like to rough in with a big brush.
Sure.
And then tidy up with a small brush. Okay. And there's a lot of times when it's I'm better off waiting till the paint's dry before I do the final touches, because you can get some really nice crisp. You can see what I've done here in the foreground.
Sure.
This is what you call scumbling. It picks up, just sort of dragging your brush across the surface, picks up the texture underneath, creates some really nice textures that you really can't get if you're working with wet paint.
Sure.
Yeah, this is a bit touchy, getting the wheel. You've got to try and get the curve of the wheel just exactly right. You can see here how I've brought some of the colour from this dark colour from the shadow, and I've sort of drawn it out into the surface of the road.
Mm-hmm.
When working on this painting, the hardest bit of the whole painting has actually been the road in the front. You might think all this detail on the car, but actually that was a lot easier than...
All right, lads, well, great stuff. Rob? Hello, Puss Puss.
G'day, mate.
Thanks, pal. That was great.
Good on you.
And well, I'll see you next time I pop around again.
Look forward to it.
Sensational. Very talented guys. I really appreciate your time.
Well, thanks for coming, Graham.
That's great.
Thanks very much.
Thanks, boys. All the best.
Cheers.
Well, how about that, viewers? Rob Todnay and Speed on Tweed. We're going to go back out to the castle again in the next episode. We're going to catch up with Professor Robert Pope, and he's going to paint a gold mine out in the middle of the goldfields. Sensational stuff. Remember, till we see you again, make sure you put some colour in your life.